Hey, what's up everyone, Paul from Grindhouse Funhouse, and today I want to focus your attention on a documentary that is in the works. They've just released a trailer and I want to give you my reaction to it without you actually watching the trailer in real time, because who wants to see that nonsense? Instead, let me just give you the straight dope on Best Served Cold, how a revenge film was buried for decades. That revenge film in question is the Little Scene 1977's The Farmer.
When they tried to burn him out. But when they killed his best friend and attacked the woman he loved, the farmer became the avenger. The Farmer.
You may ask yourself, why does a Little Scene movie like The Farmer is getting the full documentary treatment? Well, let me tell you, The Farmer was a long thought to be lost film. It was the holy grail to a lot of 70s exploitation action movie fans. The fact that it never got a proper official home video release, no VHS, no DVD, no nothing, helped to build a certain mystique around it. And that is when the Olsen brothers came into the picture. They ran the Code Red and Scorpion releasing Blu-ray labels respectively, and around 2006 the trailer for The Farmer would show up on some of their DVD releases, and for years Bill would tease its release on the Code Red Blu-ray form without actually doing anything about it, because let's be real here, Bill was a dick. An entertaining dick, but a dick all the same. Then on a dark and stormy night in November 2021, someone posted on YouTube a washed out, colored faded, fuzzy copy of The Farmer, and people rejoiced until it was taken down a few days later by the Olsen brothers. But now that a copy of The Farmer was circulating about, mind you, a very shitty copy of it, suddenly they had lost their grip on its scarcity, and when you know it, it accelerated the process of its official, crisp HD Blu-ray release, which they did through Scorpion releasing 3 months later. And that's when writer-director Eric Zaldivar and co-producers Mike Malloy and John Joseph Dunn came into The Farmer's world. And for those of you who might not know who they are, Eric and Mike have been lifelong collaborators. Eric helped Mike on his amazing 2012 documentary Eurocrime, the Italian cop and gangster films that ruled the 70s. They co-wrote an official Django sequel for Franco Nero that sadly never came to be, and for years they've worked on so many Blu-ray special features, on all your favorite tough guy movies of the 60s and 70s. They are what you might call experts on the subject. What I'll do is link both of their YouTube channels in the description below for you to check out, which you should, because hours of knowledge and entertainment awaits you. They were both intrigued by The Farmer for years. Mike was mixed up in the YouTube leak kerfuffle from his Facebook posts on it that reached a lot of people, me included. Meanwhile, Eric looked into getting some more information about The Farmer, found out that it was shot in Georgia, in the county where Mike resides, and from that they started to get interviews from the remaining cast and crew of The Farmer. Then the Blu-ray was announced. It was a bare-bone release. The special features, as you can see here, a music-only track and an HD trailer, is not very special. They actually offered to help out Bill with what they had so far, but were ignored. Mike just so happened to have someone in his back pocket, a fan of his documentary Eurocrime, offering him a small budget if he could come up with a documentary idea. And that's where we are now with Best Served Cold. So, what will be talked about in Best Served Cold? It will explore the many ups and downs The Farmer endured during production. It will regale us with crazy tales that involves one of the actors sent to prison for manslaughter, serious onset injuries, a Banana Man costume, that's Bill Olsen from Code Red, and surprising links the movie has with Clint Eastwood and Martin Scorsese. You'll get lots of talking heads interviews as you usually do in documentary like this, but also unseen outtakes, unpublished production photos, candid on-set audio recordings, and 8mm footage shot by local onlookers. Best Served Cold would also explore the overlooked, eclectic, and often ultra-violent subgenre The Farmer belongs to, and that is the returning veteran film known as Vetsploitation. Movies like Welcome Home Soldier Boy, The No Mercy Man, Rolling Thunder, and the Oscar-winning drama Coming Home. Even the most famous movie in the Vetsploitation genre, 1982's First Blood, gets mentioned, being that they interviewed the author of the 1972 book the movie was based on, and fellow Canuck David Morrell. From The Farmer, they got all the surviving cast members like star and producer Gary Conway, Angel Tompkin, Stratton Leopold, Johnny Popwell, Michael Dante, Eric Weston, and Jack Waltzer. On the production side, they got Janice Heyman, who was one of the Farmer's writers. They also include other actors that were in Vetsploitation movies like Steve Railsback, Elliot Street, Topo Swope, and Askell Anderson. They even got Paul Schrader, who's also here to talk about Rolling Thunder, which he wrote with Haywood Gould and is considered one of the best in the Vetsploitation genre. I cannot wait to hear what he has to say about it and his thoughts on the genre as a whole. Many more are featured, mostly film nerds like Mike Malloy and Paul Talbot, to round this all out. The reason why you're watching this trailer reaction video right now is that these kinds of documentaries like Best Served Cold is exactly my jam. I could watch these all day, every day. I am the target audience. I was one of the few who did a review of the movie when the Blu-ray came out back in February 2022. Link in the description if you want to watch my more in-depth thoughts on it. And at the time I filmed that review, I was asking myself how come there were no special features included with its release, while at the very same time, Eric Zaldivar and Mike Malloy were already grinding away putting this documentary together. I mean, just for the roster of people they got to be in this thing and the added bonus of talking about Vetsploitation, a movie genre that is very niche and to my knowledge not something that's been talked about extensively like it will be in Best Served Cold, makes it even more interesting to me. The central question to all of this is when will you be able to see Best Served Cold? They just wrapped production on it and should be in post until the end of 2024 and should see the light of day at a movie festival near you beginning of next year. I'll try to keep you updated on its progress throughout the year. And if you haven't seen The Farmer, Diabolic DVD has a few copies of the Blu-ray on their website, but if you can afford it right now, there are a few other ways to see it online. So that is it for my trailer reaction to Best Served Cold, how a revenge film was buried for decades. Go visit all my socials at Grindhouse Funhouse. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I want more eyeballs to enjoy Grindhouse Funhouse, and the only way to satiate the YouTube's overlord and the algorithm is to do all those things that gets me closer to that goal. How excited are you about the release of Best Served Cold? Which movies are your favorites in the Vetsploitation genre? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll say to you, ciao bye for now.
Give us the farmer.